Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. And once again, in today's video, I'm going to answer all the questions regarding the Millionaire strategy software. Though most of you have been asking me from my channel if there is any good indicators or probably robot for trading. Now, this strategy is, I can't just say 100%. So for you to know that it works, and this is not one of those software you've been buying online, probably from all these guys who claim they are selling softwares that's going to enable you make profit, and at the end of the day you even make more losses. Now, the concept behind this software or this strategy was that there was a point we used the source code to create or develop a robot. So the result it was giving us at then was not encouraging, and at the same time the results were not that profitable. So we have to convert this software, this source code, into some indicators, probably by changing the parameters. So then we started using them to track price movement on a chart. So, and ever since then the result has been so massive. It works on any um, platform, be it crypto, be it forex, be it deriv, which is the synthetic indices. It works, and I'm going to show you. Here are some questions I've received at some point from those who are asking. But being the fact that I was just explaining based on message, so some of them are still skeptical. Now, to clear the air, I'm going to show you. I'm going to answer those questions you see right here. Then I'm going to show you how it works on the chart. So please, if you have been losing money on trading forex, crypto, synthetic indices, this is the opportunity to recover your money. This is 99.9% working. After the explanation, it is left for you to decide either to purchase the software or not. But now, to clear the air, I'm going to go to the chart, because our number one question is, how does the strategy works, and does the software repaint or expires? So right on the chart, I'll be explaining, then I'll answer that number one questions. So now let's move to the chart. Let me take you to my chart. Now, here are the softwares. When you look at it, it may look somehow may not understand it at first, or when you look at it just like this, you might be doubting if this will actually give result as said. Now, this is on crash 300, and this is on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm going to be explaining how to use it and how to make good result or good output from it, good return from it rather. So we are there are these indicators has their function. You can see we have the support and resistance lines in the chart. We have a trend line in the chart. We have other software highlighting areas of interest, such as the demand and the other blocks. Then probably you can also refer to those areas as demand and supply zones. So if you are new to the system, don't panic. And again, let me also tell you one thing. It doesn't necessarily mean if you don't have laptop, you can't do this or you can't use it. With your mobile phone, with the help of VPS on your mobile phone, you can get the software installed on your mobile phone, and then you take trade with it. So just stick with me. Let me give you, or let me explain in details. how this strategy works. So first of all, I'm going to analyze this crash 300, how you will have entered this trade and make massive profit. That is from the 4 hour time frame. You can also use any other time frame. So just keep calm. Now, the first thing we want to see in any higher time frame, be it 4 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 15 minutes, is the trend signal. So when you check the chart, we have two arrows. This is the first one, which is the small one with a yellow color. That is a small trend signal indicating possible entry. But you don't just enter when the arrow pops up, and the arrow does not repaint immediately the candle closes. So when the candle closes, whichever candle that pops this arrow out, if that candle closes, that arrow remains there forever. So it doesn't come and go. No. If it pops out for sell, the only thing that will make this arrow disappear is if eventually the candle later close bullish, then you won't see it. But once the candle close bearish, it will remain there. And it's not telling you that immediately it close bearish, that the next candle is going to be bearish. Like I told you earlier on, that is a trend arrow, and it has been coded somehow. So as it is now, except I reveal the code to you, that means the parameters used, you can't get it. You may only get something that will look similar to it, but you can't get it. So that's aside. And then close to it, we have another one, which is the red arrow. That one tells you the trend has changed on that particular pair. The trend has changed on that particular pair. But what matters now is the area this trend line pops up. So if you look at the window one, I'm talking about this part where we have it. You notice that this arrow popped up when price was at a very low discount. Can you see? When price was at a very low discount. So you can't, if taking that trade again is very difficult. Though we are not going to just immediately this arrow pops out, doesn't mean we are going to take our sell on 4 hours. No, that is not how it works. I'm going to explain to you how it works and how you can leverage on it properly. So immediately this arrow pops out here in 4 hours doesn't mean you are going to take your trade immediately. It is just an alert for you. Then I'll now teach you how you take your entry. So on a norms, it is not ideal to take a sell when we have this setup. Just like when we have this setup here, then we get a buy arrow, which is this one here. What we have here, this arrow here, it's not ideal to take a sell when we have a buy arrow here. So when we have a buy arrow here, this is telling you that the trend is about changing to bullish. When you have a sell arrow at the top here, probably maybe after a while you just discover that a sell arrow pop out here and it remains. It is telling you that price is about to go down. So if eventually price, or there's an alert that price is about to go down at this point, what do? You put, let me clear the chart so that you understand this clearly, because this one I'm teaching you now is more than whatever you have paid for in the past to learn forex. It is more than it. So as it is now, we are waiting for what? An alert to indicate that price is ready to go what? Bearish on crash 300. That is if you want to catch spike. This can happen on any pair. It doesn't mean it's only on crash. So you can see if we have currency pair here, I'm just going to explain briefly on each of these pairs so that you see that this thing works all markets, all. So it's not specifically for a particular currency or that currency. Any stock, in as much as it involves trading, this strategy works. So if eventually an arrow pops up here where we have it, what we want to see on our chart is there other block. Now here we have other block indicating what? Buy. That means that is bullish order block. Do we have other block, bullish order block around that zone? No. All we can see is what? Areas of support, which price is definitely going to break. And another thing I want you to notice again is that when this last arrow here at the bottom popped up, right? Popped up. Watch closely. From that point all the way up, there was no any other arrow. So the next arrow we are waiting now, since price has gotten to the peak, is a bearish arrow. Even on the main chart, there was nothing that popped up. So to tell you that this is not just anyhow arrow, it is purely based on price action. So as I was saying that, let's assume we got a sell arrow which eventually closed at that top. What do we do? Since this is 4 hours, in this strategy, for those of you who are going to get it, there is what we call time frame magic manipulation. So that is where I'm going to explain to you what is really going on in this market, how they manipulate you using the time frame, and how you can manipulate your way into the market also using the time frame. So I'm going to explain that for those of you who are going to get it, because I can't be explaining that here now. It's more or less like I'm exposing everything. So since if we had an arrow popped up here for sell, what are we going to do? We move down to a lower time frame of your choice, but in the training or in the video I'll tell you the one you're going to use. So for you, you can go to, it doesn't mean that you can't use any other one, but I'll tell you how to do the manipulation. I've already explained how to do the manipulation. So if a sell arrow pops up there, let's say you move down to let's use 30 minutes. You can use 1 minute, you can use 5 minutes for sniper entries. So let's go to 30 minutes on crash 300. Since 4 hours has given us a bearish arrow for down move, so now what we'll be waiting for in 30 minutes is we'll be waiting for a similar setup like that of the 4 hours. So immediately we get a similar setup, that means we get that same arrow at this level here. So it might give you a bearish arrow there, and when you come to your 30-minute time frame, you notice that price is still around the buy zone. So if you follow that of the 4 hours time frame, you will lose your money big time. You will lose totally. So all you do is you exercise patience for price, come to 30-minute time frame, wait for the arrow to pop up at this zone. So when it pop ups at this zone, since you are using 30-minute time frame, when it pop ups at this zone, you take your sell. Make sure it pop up and close. That means let's assume this is the candle that gave us the bearish arrow. So immediately this candle close. In the next candle, as it close immediately, it is in the next candle that you take your entry. Why did I say you should wait for this candle to close? There is possibility that this price may definitely later push up. So once it push up and close above, that arrow will disappear, which means it will not stay. So but if it close bearish, that arrow will remain. Then you can now take your what? Sell. When you take your sell, come back to your 4-hour time frame again. It has given us trend, then we've taken the price direction in 30 minutes, right? Now the swing high where price got to before that arrow comes up is around this point. You put your stop loss there, put your stop loss at that zone. Then where did you expect price to come? Now you can see that there is no any other block around this zone. If there's any arrow that pops up now, price is coming all the way down here. So boom, crash 300 is going to sell all the way into this box. You see all these lines, all this support is going to break them all through. It is coming either the first what is it called, other block, or probably the second one. So you can hold that trade, and this is where you make millions of naira with just one single trade. You don't have to open many. You don't have to open many. So you sell until price get here. See, if you don't open multiple trades, there is nothing, in as much as there's no any other block around here. That means there's no any of these blocks around here. There's nothing that's going to push price to take you out of your market immediately. It may go little negative, the next thing to come positive. It will go, it will come back. So as it is now, anyone who wants to sell crash 300 to make massive money will be waiting for what? A sell arrow here. Immediately it gives you that sell arrow. You go and wait in 30 minutes. It might take a day or two before it pops up in 30 minutes, but just hold on. And this, if you are using a mobile phone for this strategy, that is when you have a VPS, these things, these alerts will pop up on your phone early. So when it pop up, then you execute. So yours is maybe you can just sit down and check the whole chart, looking for a good long trade, like people who like trading swing trade. This one now is if I take any trade here now, it's more or less like a swing trade pattern, because the money is going to be massive. Yes, it's going to be just for one single trade. Anyway, the money that is going to come in is going to be massive. If you don't believe, imagine this scenario here, this buy scenario. I know some of you are so skeptical that when you see things like this, you just want to see results. That's why they come online. All they show you is their what is it called? Their earnings, which is not some of them. Some of those earnings are Photoshop. They don't tell you how they make the money, rather they show you and tell you to come and pay. Out of gullible and listing, you pay to them and they give you whatever they like. Now, let me give you a scenario that this thing will happen that way. Imagine you saw this buy here and you went to 30 minutes. Let me put what is it called? Let me put an arrow there, a vertical line. So on that way, that is where we got our buy, right? Please, this video may long because I need to explain to you guys in details, so that you should know what you are about to venture into, if it is something profitable or not. Now, on this day, you got a buy at a very good zone, because this is where we are expecting buy, and the whole thing came up good. Now the next thing is, where did price get to last? Where was the last low before price gave us this? It was around here. So let's move, let's put an sorry, let me bring a vertical line or a horizontal line to that point so that we'll trace it. So this was, you see now it's red, right? So it's red. So probably the same thing that happened here is what happened. There was no any supply zone. That means there was no any area where we get other bearish block. If we had any other bearish block, we will have leverage on it. That means as area of stop, take profit. So let's assume we didn't get, and this maybe up here was where the price is. Let's assume this is what just happened that day. So as it is now, go back to 30 minutes. Go back to 30 minutes. We want to track this market. We have put our stop loss already. Now I will need to off the network. Then once I'm done with the explanation, I'll put it on, because if it's on, I won't be able to shift the chart. Sorry. So now let's go and track that vertical line I just put in H4 on, what is it called? This is it. You see, this is the vertical line. This is when the arrow pops up, right? And I told you, what do? You come to your 30-minute time frame where you want to take your entry, right? Remember, where you want to take your entry for buy. Now you notice that this was the first buy. This was the zone for first buy. This is after the 4 hours line. This is where the first it is. You notice now This was the candle that gave us. This was the candle. This was the candle that gave us. Let me trace the candle that gave us that buy. So you need to really understand something. This is it. Let me change the color to. Let me change it to red. Okay, don't worry. We'll go back. We'll get it. Please make sure you pay attention. Now, this was the candle that gave us that buy, right? Now, as at when this thing happened, there must be either what is it called? A demand zone at this point. Sorry, a supply zone or other blocks. For price to give you bearish moves like this, it means there is a bearish order block. There must be a break of structure around this axis as at that day. So definitely it was at area of resistance or area of order block. So when price give you an entry at area of maybe bearish order block, you want to take a buy, but the price was at area of bearish order block or probably at a resistance zone, ignore that first what is it called, that first buy. It won't go, because if you take that buy there, look at what price did later. Price later fell drastically. It didn't meet your stop loss, but based on your equity, you might not survive it. So that is why I'm explaining to you now, because you know we have already plotted our horizontal line in the 4 hours for stop loss. But do you notice that price didn't hit our stop loss? So in this case, since it is at area of order block, because definitely it's going to plot it, there must be a line for price to reject this zone. Definitely there was a supply zone or a resistance line as at that day. So in such scenario, you don't do anything. You wait for a confirm order buy. So waiting for order confirm buy, this is where you get your perfect buy entry now. Because when this one comes up, price is still at buy in 4 hours. That line will never reprint, and that arrow will never reprint. So since that first one is not a good entry for you, you wait for price to give you another one. And here we have it. This was where we got the perfect. Sorry, I want to clean the chart. Please, you need to watch this video to the end, except maybe you still want to keep losing your money to what is it called, all these brokers. But if you are tired, then you want to make millions, then this is, you have to keep listening. So this was the perfect buy. Then this is where you take your buy. Now you hold your buy and mark area of possible exit from 4 hours. Do you notice that up till now, do you know how much you must have made before the price even change? Did a pullback here and continue? You can't even see your stop loss. All you will see is price will hit your what? Take profit. So this is how the strategy work. I've teach you how you can do this analysis from your lower time frame down to your from your higher time frame down to your lower time frame. These are all these things I just explained now is what you have paid. Some of you have paid 150,000, some of you have paid 200,000. You have watched series of videos online, offline. You read different PDF courses, and still yet you are blowing your account. So you see, the whole thing is already ready. All you just need is get it under a day or two. Either you know how to trade forex before, you don't know, forget it. You start seeing results, because I already did a video explaining the manipulation of this. I've even, in some ways, I've even explained it partially to you guys. Now you can see in 30 minutes we have a buy, right? Let me quickly give you, because this everything I'm explaining applies to all the whole PS. It's not because it's only on crash on there. Whatever happened here will happen in any pair. So whatever I'm explaining here is what I will still explain in that same scenario. So see, this is 30 minutes. This candle that gave us this what is it called? This buy was at a resistance zone. This thing must have been there. It was not only a resistance zone, it was also close to a supply area. So it is not ideal to take a buy. Though you are not taking a buy, this is a higher time frame. Now what you do is you go to 5 minute time frame. Since you want to use for 30 minutes, you can go to 5 minute time frame, 1 minute time frame, whichever one. So when you come to 5 minute time frame, now what is your focus? Your focus is looking for opportunity to what? Take a buy. Let's go back to 30 minutes. Let me do something here. 30 minutes. You see, I have put this arrow there at the point where this um when we got this signal, right? So we come to 30, let's start with 5 minutes. So let's locate that arrow. This is the arrow. So we can't take any buy because on 5 minutes we didn't get buy alert. All we keep getting is what? Sell. And what pops up in 30 minutes was what? Buy. So this was the only time we got buy alert. And when you look closely, I told you that when your buy alert is closer to other what is it called? Other block like what we have here, I suggest you wait because there's possibly price will definitely come down again. And if it's really ready to go up, it will go up. Don't panic. This is lower time frame. This one will remain there. Where is it? Let's go back to 30 minutes. This one will remain there until it gives you a counter alert. Until it gives you a counter alert. That means it is going to give you a sell. So if this buy is not coming, don't worry. Wait for alternative. Because if you take buy here in 5 minutes, let me tell you what is going to happen. Since price is at a resistance zone in 30 minutes, it will go up, it will come down, it will go and come, it will go. Just like what we have been seeing here since. What do you see price is doing? It has been ranging. And price is at a resistance zone. So, and you see price is almost making a U-turn already to the downside. So, you won't enjoy your buy here. It will go up, it will spike down. It will go up, it will spike down. Why? Because price is at close to an area of what? Area of resistance. So don't be gullible to do that because when you go and check 30 minutes now, let's go back to 30 minutes. You can see that pressure has changed from up to where? To down. This will have been helpful if everything was still around here, but price is about changing direction. So these are some areas you should be careful of so that you don't dash your money to these people. So that you don't lose your money. Is that clear? So what you should be waiting for, you should be waiting for a counter signal which is sell because price has gotten to where the upper bar. As at when it gave us this buy, when you go to 5 minutes, you must have been waiting for a long period of time. Let's look at that bar. You see, all throughout it didn't give us buy because price was at a resistance. It didn't give us buy, and the point it not give us buy in 30 minutes, price is about to change formation. So that is it on crash. So I think you've gotten it. If you don't get it, watch this video again for clear understanding. All these things have been tweaked to catch price. It's not left for you to understand it. So that is on crash 300. Now let's go to a pair called DX up index on deriv. This is on deriv. Let's check higher time frame like 1 hour. So can you see this is 1 hour time frame? And what do you notice? We got a buy here at a good spot, right? We got a buy. So probably price was at the support zone that time, and it was approaching a resistance zone of what is it called? Another block. So let's go to 15 minutes and see something. So let's quickly check where do we get that. Sorry. Okay, this one will get the buy. Now let's go back to 15 minutes. So on 15 minutes we are waiting for buy. We couldn't get buy. So and as at the point is trying to give us a buy setup. Let's see what 1 hour is still doing. So 1 hour is still okay. 1 hour is already up. She's trying to 1 hour has even given a reversal signal. Can you see? So we couldn't leverage on this buy. We didn't see signal. Probably maybe if we have gone lower, maybe 5 minutes or 1 minute, we'll have able to catch some pips with this. But on more equal, on 15 minutes, you couldn't get it. There was no opportunity for buy because there was no buy arrow. The only time buy arrow came up was the same time, few minutes when that one popped up. You see it, it was behind. So I said maybe we want to follow it that way because it's still at the same zone. Then we'll leverage on it. Then we'll have catching some pips up to this level. Then we'll be out of the market. But after then, there was no any other buy. There was no buy to sell, and price has changed formation now on the what? On the 1 hour time frame because we have gotten a sell arrow already telling us price is coming down. So what we should be looking for in 15 minutes is nothing but opportunity for sell. That is it. So I've taught you how to use these things to track signals and how you can do it. And other things we have, all these lines are they have what is it called? They have a parameters, a data parameters for entry. So that is that. Then let me check. I think there was a trade I took on boom 1000. Yes, you can see that is sell. You see where I put my stop loss? I think I used 1 hour, or is it 30 minutes? It should be 30 minutes. Okay, if it's 30 minutes, no, it's 15 minutes. 15 minutes against 1 minute. Let me clear the chart. So let me go to 15. This is 15 minutes, right? Where we got the sell. Okay, it's 15 minutes. Yes, it's 15 minutes. It was 15 minutes alert I used. This is it. Let me put a vertical line here. So now let's go to 1 minute. It will be difficult to trace though, but let's try. So it was 1 minute entry I used. Now you see where I put my stop loss. Price did not even get back to the price couldn't reach my stop. It didn't even near my stop loss. Let me go to 1 minute. Maybe you'll be able to see the area I entered. I think it's possible, but it will be very difficult because price has gone very far. Very far. I would have loved you to see the entry zone, the entry point rather. It will be difficult, guys. So let's just maintain it. So going back to even in 5 minutes, I couldn't see it. I wanted you guys to see the entry zone, entry point. Price didn't even price didn't get close to my stop loss. Let's just go back to 15 minutes since I can't find it. So price didn't even get close to my stop loss. Price did not get. You see, from where I took that order, it was this arrow that I followed. So immediately I went to 1 minute, and when I get the sell, I entered. I entered the trade. So price couldn't even locate. I think the highest minus I had or drawdown was minus $2 with a little spike. After that, nothing more. See, it sells, and I'm still holding because when you go to H1, I'm using H1 other block, so you can see where price is coming. It was around up here. I took that sell around up. Immediately it gave me, and I put my stop loss at the extreme, and you see it. And H1 has not even got to the level, has not gotten to the buy level. So it means this thing is going to sell drastically all the way down. It's going to sell drastically all the way down. So with only this pair, if you open two, you can make 100 or maybe probably $50 with it. So this apply to all, even volatility 75. There's a trade running volatility 75, it's still on profit. Sell. A sell trade. A sell trade. When you go to 4 hour, I think you should be able to see it. A sell trade. Okay, maybe because I have the network. Let me put on the network. Okay, my data is off. Sorry. It's a sell trade, and I believe um let me connect back. Sorry that this video I have to explain in detail so that you don't ask further questions later in the day. So I have to make this very clear to you guys. Very, very clear. Very, very clear. Very, very clear. So I'm waiting for network to come back. I'm not here to come and show you big money, and it's what I did that brought out the results that I'm here to show you. So okay, let's go back to 1 hour. Probably you can see because I entered early, though I still leave it because price is still going to go down and it can't hit my stop loss. So that is that on that aspect. Now let's go to our question. I think I did the explanation aspect very well. Let me answer some other things that may not be clear to you. Now, if you want to chat me, if you don't have my WhatsApp number, here's my WhatsApp number. You drop for you to get this stuff, or you personally chat me. And if you want more details, I can still give you because what I'm giving out is real, and this is not like what you've been buying before. So please, here's my name, my number, WhatsApp number, that is it. So now the next question is, who can use this strategy? Either young, old, any market you are trading, either you're a crypto trader, either you are a forex trader, which any kind of trader you are, you can use this strategy. You can use the strategy. Does it work on mobile or laptop? Yes, it works on mobile. And the only way to work on mobile is if you use VPS. Yes, you subscribe for VPS for maybe probably a month. I think it should be around $8 to $10 for a month. So when you set it, it will give you the interface of a laptop. So you'll be able to set all those software. Once you get them, you'll be able to solve them on it, and then you take signals on your own. You don't have to pay anybody to be giving you signals. Then does it work on mobile? Okay, I think I've answered that question. Does it work on MT4 or MT5? No, currently it is working on MT5 terminal. That is the window terminal. That is where it's working on now. Which broker does the strategy works best on? It works on every broker. So what you do is you set the setup on one of the terminal, then you take the signals for your entry on your mobile app phone, mobile what is it called? Either your MT4 for mobile or MT5. The main thing is put the signal in your VPS if you're using phone. If you don't have a laptop, even though you have a laptop, you still need a VPS so that when you are out there going out, probably you are just moving around, you can't be carrying your laptop all the time. So with your mobile phone, you'll be able to get it. It's not necessary you have a laptop before you'll be able to leverage on these things. Which broker does it? It work on every broker. What is the startup capital? You can start up as little as what you have, but the main thing is understanding the concept and how to enter. Because if you get the entry properly, even with $10, $5, you can make huge buck out of it. So that is just it. After purchase, yes, after purchase, you get. I will definitely send you the software, give you a detailed video on the software configuration on any chart, how you configure it. Because if I even give you now, you can't get it the way you see me explaining to. So then I have to put you through, tell you the digit you need to change for each software you see there. Detailed videos on time frame, magic manipulation. Yes, I think I did little justice on that while explaining. Then number 4, perfect entry and exit based on time frame confluence. How you can take your entry and exit. So I'll still make a video to explain that for you to understand. Detailed videos on stop loss and take profits. I almost give you the similar explanation just now, but if I'll still make video to teach you how to do it properly. Then 6, detailed videos on growing small account. Yes, if you want to grow small account, how you can go about it. Then number 7, details videos on what time to trade on deriv and other markets. Now for the forex market, there's a software that's going to give you news update. Yes, so if you want to take any trade on maybe USD, PJPY, whichever one, you plot the software on your chart. So it will tell you if there's going to be high impact news for that day. So you avoid, if even though you have a setup when the news is probably approaching or a few minutes to, you definitely ignore it. Then you wait for a better day where you will not have news to counter your trade or put your account into risk. Now, benefit of purchasing the software: high winning rate, signal server. That means when you have it, you can take high winning rate. When you are trading, you'll be making more winning compared to those losses you've been making before. Then signal server. That means you can decide to open a Telegram channel and sell signal based on the signal you'll be receiving. Then investment scheme. Yes, you can also create an investment scheme program for yourself whereby you tell people to invest and use this strategy to trade for them and make more profit. Then free from scammers. Yes, with this you'll be able to free from all those scammers who tell you they will send you signals and yet their signals are blowing off your account. Then all this account management. Most of them are not at fault though, but probably what they are using is not healthy enough to give you accurate entry. So you can do this when you have this software and you understand how to do it, how to read it, which will not take you maybe a day or two, more than a day or two, then definitely you can handle all this and make more money even aside you trading for yourself. Then you can also do this what is it called? This trade whereby you'll be given an account. I forgot. Um, prop firm account. You can also manage it with this strategy without using a robot. This strategy works better than robots. You can't compare the result to a robot. Never, never. Because robot will give you today and tomorrow it is going to take it back because you don't know what they use to configure it. Most of you just buy it. You don't know the parameter used to configure it. So me now, I'll give you and tell you, and if I even start telling you, you see it in action. So that is that on that, what you get and how. If you have any questions, this is my WhatsApp number. Copy and chat me up. Then let me go back to the chart. Let me show you something on USDJPY. Now see a scenario. This is USDJPY market. USDJPY that you people all know. And some of you must have been losing money in this market. Now look at the scenario whereby we got a buy. This is 4 hours, right? You got your buy here. Just like what I explained in Crash 300 earlier. When you get your buy signal, what do? Let me off it. Let me off it. Let me quickly analyze it. Let me off my data so that I'll be able to move the chart. Now, when you get this signal in your 4 hours, you should just be happy because you're about to kill the market. One, it was not at a critical area of resistance, whereby maybe bearish order block. No. Even if it's at a support zone, this support will act at a resistance, but don't worry. You will see why I said you shouldn't worry. Now, we have the alert at a good point. Let's go to 30 minutes. Sorry, let's go back to 4 hours. Let me do something there before we move to 30 minutes. Now, let's put our stop loss arrow, the horizontal line. Where was the last? This was the last that was the last low before the pop-up, right? What is happening? It's okay. This is the problem with forex pair. Once you off your signal, your data, you won't be able to pop up easily. So let it load again. Good. So now let's go back to our 30 minutes. I've put in our stop loss because that was the area of our stop loss. That was the last low before price gave us that buy move, buy arrow. Now going to your 30-minute time frame. Now let's track that arrow, that buy from 4 hours. We want to track it. Okay, this is it. Immediately give you that formation. Now you want to take your buy. So let's discover the this was the candle that gave us that buy, right? So, and it was close to a support zone. Forget about that one. So as it is now, you hold it, you entered. Remember, we have a red line as our stop loss. It's not reflecting here. So you take your buy and probably you put your TP maybe somewhere around the next support line, or maybe there's a, what is it called, there's a supply zone. So now just open and put your stop loss and hold the market until that 4 hour lines get to the top. These lines here, the down ones, move back to where you get a counter signal. Now, do you notice that no time our stop loss line approached? No, till now. That even watch something. If you are even scared, you can exit the market when you get a counter entry. When I say counter entry, that means an entry whereby sell this sell, it was not at the top, so it's not, that one is not, you can't count it as a counter entry. You can't count it as a counter entry. Just hold it till that 4 hours get to where it's going to. My brother, you will have made huge money because you didn't at any point in time get closer to your stop loss up till today. And when you go to 4 hours, you see our stop loss there. You see this red line. Price never even get closer to it. Rather, it kept going and kept going till it get to your resistance zone. And price is already at the top. Probably will be expecting a sell. So I think it is not left for you to decide what you want. Either to venture into this and make more money, or you keep being skeptical. So if you need it, you have my WhatsApp number. Message me and then we'll communicate on the price, because I won't give you out the price here. I have reasons. Yes, I won't give out the price here. So if you want it, this is my number. Chat me up on WhatsApp. Chat me up on WhatsApp. Then we'll talk about it. It's working. Don't be scared. Once you have it, you are making money. Just forget about all the losses you have made, all the ebooks you have bought before, all the bolts you bought before. Just do it with them. Give me 3 days to master this thing. That is all. And then you start making your money. So this is the millionaire strategy for all markets. I hope you enjoy yourself, or you keep losing your money to the brokers. So this time around, mobile phone is not the problem. If you have a mobile phone, I've told you the way out. You just subscribe for VPS and you get this interface, exactly what you have here. You have it there. Then after that, once you pay, I will teach you all the configured, because all these things you are seeing here now have been tweaked. It was used for a boat before, a trading robot, but the robot was not giving result. It will pick once there's a sell, and the sell might be a pullback, so which may put your account into loss. So we decide to bring it back to normal trading and work more on it. So with that now, the results are more of high winning rate than using a robot. And believe me, you can't lose, except you over open position when you have little equity, or you were not doing the right thing by following the instruction I'm going to give in the time frame magic manipulation. So, and I've already did little of it here. So there's no, you can see that it's on different pair, both on currency, both on boom and crash, volatility, everything. So you don't need any other thing. All right, guys, see you, and then have a blessed week, blessed day, and make this year a blessed year by getting this software to make more money. God bless you all.